Okay, so this is my first official plan with me. So I had a screaming toddler in the background and I decided to do a voiceover. So today I was using the Live Love Posh whimsical summer sticker book, and these are the flowers I chose. At first I thought they're not my favorite flowers, but they went really well with the Moana stickers. However, I now really love them. After seeing them in a spread, they look so nice. And I'm using some of the colorful boxes from the new Moana colorful boxes, and some from Modern Year, more neutral, and they actually match a little bit with her skirt, kind of like ties it together. So I already laid out some of the stickers that I wanted to use. I find that it saves a lot of time to go ahead and have like a rough draft on wax paper. It also helps from the stickers being so sticky. So if you want to move them after you place them on the paper, it's much easier to do that. So here I'm talking about the Cricut. It's basically like an X-Acto, and I love this little tool. Super sharp. You have to be careful with this thing, but it's really ergonomic, and it comes with a whole bunch of blades. So ride or die. And then the little Busy Bee scissors. A lot of people use these. They're tried and true. And then the big whiteout. It's just a few things that I'll be using. And then I'm just talking about how I used to use the Signo, but it's just easier with the whiteout, so I just don't have to draw. And just little generic tweezers. So I'm going to start here on the bottom with a big corner sticker. Go ahead and sort of get like an outline. That's how I like to see it. Fits just nicely there in the corner. I really love the Live Love Posh books because she does have the straight line and the corner stickers, so much easier to use. I still end up cutting most of them, most of the others, but it's nice to have. So I'm debating whether I want to go ahead and do the whole page or start in the other corner on the right. The right corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do the right upper corner. And I struggled a little bit with this one, with getting this one straight. So I cut out a little bit of the video because it was just me struggling. I start with scissors, and then I have to go back in with the Cricut X-Acto knife. And yeah, it took me a little while. I finally got it straight, so I just really fell in love with these stickers today, these florals. I don't know why, I just wasn't like a huge fan of them at first, and stickers grow on me sometimes. And sticker books as well. There was quite a few sticker books that I, when I really got into this at the end of last year, there was quite a few I just like kind of looked over and I thought, nah. And now I'm like going back and trying to collect those. As I see people use them in spreads, that's really when I start realizing you need the variety. Here we go, come on. And it's not straight. Struggle bus. Okay, So this is when we have it pretty much straight on there. And I'm going to add the big Mamby stick. I love these big stickers. I feel like I pretty much use one every time I make a princess spread. Almost every time I make a princess spread. It's just a nice focal point. And the only thing, the little challenging part, is how big they are. It's good and bad because they really take up 1 or 2 whole days. So, like with the Cinderella, with her big dress, you gotta like leave part of that off the edge. Anyways, this one turned out really good, and I love how they have the white background and just a little bit of white along the edge, so it pops them off of the page, especially if you put like a background with florals. It really pops them off the page. And with paper stickers, you have no white out. You have no whiting out to do. So that's a nice step to skip. So now I'm adding more florals. Can't get enough florals. Sometimes I overdo it, but I think I did pretty good with this one and just getting a good balance there. These colors go so well with Moana. I didn't want it to be like really matchy with like all orange florals. So I love how they complement like the colors of her skin and the colors in her skirt. And you'll see how I sort of tied in with the modern year stickers too, the more neutrals. So this is one from the colorful boxes. Coordinates with this Moana. And then I had some little headers from modern year. Since everything else is really colorful, try to keep it simple. I think it says errands because I usually do errands on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Y'all, I'm a little all over the place. I usually am planning at a desk that has no chair, and I like standing. And my daughter is usually watching Disney Plus, and she's used to having like my full attention, so it's been quite an adjustment. And having a hobby the last like 7 months, she likes to look at the stickers, and she tolerates me spending like an hour doing this, but she really is vying for my attention a lot of time. She wants me to be taking part in what she's doing. So her 17-year-old sister she helps me out, like keep her entertained for a little bit so I can get some things done. So that's usually, I usually just do the planning and I never film, or if I do, I'll make like a time-lapse video. But I just wanted to give it a try, see how I do with it. More florals, and I had added the quotes from the modern year. I think this quote goes really well with Moana aesthetically and, not metaphorically, but the quote just, it fits, her story. So she's a tough chick. Talking about sticker books that grew on me, I was not at all interested in the modern year sticker book. I thought, I like neutrals in my wardrobe, but I like brights on my planner pages. But I've sort of evolved a little, and with planning, and I guess most of you have probably experienced that. But I revisited. Or I saw someone using it, and it was all sold out. It wasn't even actually on the Happy Planner website anymore or anywhere else. So I actually ended up finding it on like eBay for like it was like 30 something. But And so I was going to wait, and then I saw it come in stock on Amazon. It was like a pre-order kind of thing, and so I grabbed it up. I usually try to, at least get some sort of discount because I buy so many sticker books. I feel like this is an expensive hobby for sure. But yeah, I really wanted that book, and I'm glad I, looked out for it. I'm glad it grew on me because I think it will go really well with so many different combinations. Okay, so here I just can't figure out if I want it, where I want this focus sticker. You struggle with like aesthetics versus, functionality. And of course, at the top makes the most sense. And I think I'm really happy with, where that ended up. Couldn't really figure out like how I'm gonna fill this white space. And then I think probably some of us do have a bad habit of always needing to fill the space. Like even like in conversation, I always feel the need to fill the space. And yeah, same thing with all my planner pages. But I do usually end up actually with quite a bit of white space. Not just to have more room to write, because I don't have like a ton going on, but I don't know, it looks more balanced, I think, instead of like too busy, too cluttered. More headers, just adding more headers here. Tasks over here, I like to have sort of either like a chores list or task list over on the left hand side. There's some things that you don't know what day you're going to get to do it, so it's a good place to put that. And I'm saying like, I need something right there. So I start looking, and we got this piece of flower here. I'm going to try to figure out where to put it, and I think I actually end up putting it in the space where I just had it. I'm going to try it out in a couple different spots. Nah. Another reason I haven't really attempted to do the plan with me's is because a lot of people tell me I'm soft-spoken at first until like they get to know me, or until I'm more comfortable. So I catch myself like being super soft-spoken. Like in the video earlier, you can barely hear me speaking towards the end of it, and part of that is I'm just like in the zone. But yeah, I'll just kind of mumble to myself, and yeah, you could barely hear me. So it's great to have the voiceover feature. I probably won't use that all the time, but it's nice to have. So I'm trying to figure out, where is this floral going? I'm trying to add some things. Got these pieces left over, which sometimes you can use later, but I try to go ahead and use them now. It's like, no, I wanted to have some room on Sunday in case we have something going on that day. Typically just have church and maybe family time, but it's nice to have a little space. But also, these florals are paper, so really you could write on them if you needed to. I can't get over how much I love these summer sticker books from Live Love Posh. Jessica is amazing. I'm always looking out for her new stuff, and it was like a drought there for a while, like nothing new coming out for a while, and I had kind of stocked up on all of her sticker books from last year and early this year, and have been using the heck out of them, but also finding new Happy Planner sticker books. but just kept looking out. And then finally she hits us with like 3 in a row. And then the Posh box, which I kind of held out on because I have been spending a lot lately on stickers, and I really wanted to support, her business, and I was just sort of torn with that. So I figured I'll just wait until the book comes out as a standalone. And I now wish that I had went ahead and just got the box, because everything in that box was so cute. Like, I love the washi, and even like the gold pin. And I'm kicking myself because she just announced that the books are actually delayed. The Posh Summer book is with the yellow cover is delayed because of customs. They're actually holding the ship like before they can enter the country for like 30 to 45 days, which is insane. Sounds insane, but I hate it for her. That's really such a bummer. And but it'll teach the rest of us who opted out of that box, because now I wish I had just went ahead and got it. It was such a good box. There's a lot of cute boxes coming out lately, like the Be Happy box, the Disney Be Happy box. So cute, so stinking cute. I love those florals. I did wish it came with more stickers. It was the only sort of like con with it, because everything else was really cute. But guys, who is so excited about the summer release coming on Thursday? I'm raising my hand because I'm so excited. I think I'm getting every sticker book. I just can't. I don't know. There's a couple that I may wait for. And then, the logical side of me is telling me, wait until they come out at Joann's, use the coupons. But can I wait? It's Thursday. Gotta just put the order in. Gotta get the order in. Love me some Happy Planner. My husband probably thinks I'm crazy. He laughs at me all the time. He's like, no, what is this hobby? You're just trying to see how many stickers you can fit on the page? Pretty much. That's pretty much. You should have seen the look on his face. I asked him, what do you think about me going to a planner convention in California next year? I actually took a picture of his face when I asked him, and he had a blank stare, and then he just kind of laughed. He thinks I'm a little crazy. So really at this point with the spread, I'm just trying to fill in some spaces, get a little more balance. I was trying to find a few more accents from the Modern Year sticker book. And then I make a funny comment because the sticker that I'm holding says focus on me. And, as a mom, we really don't get to do that so often. And especially when my daughter was really small, it's you don't even exist anymore. You're just a caretaker. It feels like that sometimes. So I've had to learn, and actually using the Happy Planner and planning in general has really helped me get a hold on balance in my life, keeping track of a wellness journal and everything like that. So excuse me if I go off on a tangent. So it's I struggle a little bit just trying to find a couple of things. And actually what's in this video, the finished product in the video, I was pretty happy with it, but I went back an hour later and changed a couple of things, which you can see the actual finished product when I post to Instagram, which I usually post the week of. And I know I'm planning a little ahead, which I normally plan either a couple weeks or to a month in advance. That way I can plan what posts I'm going to do for each day. I like to know ahead of time. So, and also if you get plans that you want to stick in there, a couple weeks before or a month before, and you don't have it all pretty, I know you can always use a sticky note, but it's so much easier to me, and I get so much more use out of like the beautiful spread if I already have it handy, already finished. So yeah, I think we're pretty much done at this point. I may add like something, move something around. I think I end up moving that, yeah, over to the left side. It just looked like it was sticking out like a sore thumb right there. I don't know if y'all have ever heard that expression. My grandmother used to use that expression, that something sticks out like a sore thumb. Meaning it doesn't fit. It's like standing out. So I say, there seems to be like a little too much white space on this side. And I'm trying to figure out kind of what to do there. This also sometimes takes me a lot of time, like I'll feel like a perfectionist, like, is this really good enough? Is this like really what I want? I feel like it needs something a little more, or to make a change, and I almost always end up making a change from my like original outline spread. And just added a little get it done, and it's just like a little something, but it seems to really complete that little cluster there. I'm like the queen of clusters. I think I'm the queen of clusters. I feel like I'm always gravitating to like that method of like doing clusters of stickers and layering, but mostly clusters. It just seems to like flow better for me. That's the way my brain thinks. That's the way it works in my head. I think later I end up moving, not in this video, but after the fact, I end up moving one of the headers on Wednesday down a little because I had like a smudge. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but that was why this was taking me so long to try to find something to cover that up. So I'm looking for a quote now. I don't think I end up finding one for that area. I find one, but it ends up somewhere else. You'll see. But anyways, I end up adding a colorful box, a little turquoise plain colorful box, and moving the little header down. This says evening because we always have something going on Wednesday evening. So I end up moving that down a little, adding a little box, and it really makes a difference. And then I added like another floral in the top left, just one small flower, which helps take away from that huge white space right there. And then the quote that I'm about to use is from the Simple Brights, which I probably need another copy of because I love that book. I wish it had more quotes, aside from like the big color blocked quotes. But the one I choose is just turquoise. It says brave, and it seems to fit nicely. If we can ever get to that. I'm like trying out different quotes here. I really like these quote stickers from Stephanie's sticker books. They're just simple, but it just doesn't go with this spread. So those don't end up making it in. They didn't make the cut. Pretty soon I'm going to lay eyes on the turquoise sticker, and it's going to be like cha-ching, like that's it. Oh. Try another one, Autumn. Do y'all ever watch your own videos back and think, Oh my God. How is this entertaining for anyone? I hope that's not just me. It just seems a little monotonous when you've already gone through this whole process. I love how this spread turns out though. There it is, Brave. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That one's gonna fit right in. I mean, I think it fits in, not just because of the color, but she's brave, you know? Moana is a brave girl. Here we go. It is inevitable that I will always end up moving stickers. I really enjoy watching the planners who, don't struggle with that so much and they just like make it work. I feel like those are truly talented individuals because and not that I'm not, but, or that anyone else, who moves their stickers is not talented, but we just get hung up, I think, and instead of like finding another route, we like get hung up on that small detail. At least I do, speaking for myself. And then this ends up getting moved again, so I think, I don't know, it should probably go over here. But honestly, I don't think I've watched any plan with me that I didn't really like enjoy in some way. I feel like I always learn something. Everyone, all the women in this community are super talented and they all have their like own little niche or their own special personalities. Like some are funny without meaning to be, and there are some planners that's just like super inspiring to watch. Twinkle plans her day. That's kind of what got me into the plan with me's, because I didn't even know there was a thing that was like plan with me. Never heard of it. Like I had been using Happy Planner stuff for like months, and this was probably like January, February, and I came across some videos on YouTube, and she just like makes the cutest spreads. Like the first one I saw that she did was an Aurora spread for like, I think Valentine's Day actually, and she just comes up with like the cutest ideas. So I moved the Brave sticker here, and I think that looks really good. Little spots of turquoise, I think that looks nice. And this may be where I leave it. I'm gonna probably add back in that header, and then I think that's where I leave it for the video. That's not gonna stop me from like trying a couple other things first. I really wish I had filmed the like finished product, like, because it's so cute. Not that it's like very different, but it just looks really, what's the word I'm looking for? Looks complete, Does anyone else sort of like go back to your spreads after you feel like you're already done and change something, like either a few hours later or a day later? Like I never really go back like more than like a day or two later, but like I'll go back and look, and it's like I have fresh eyes. Like once you're like looking at the same thing for so long, you lose the bigger picture, I guess. So yeah, I like to always go back and look and spend maybe like 5 minutes like tweaking. See, like I already know, like, no, that's too much white space, but I think I just go ahead and say, okay, that's it. So thank you guys for watching my first plan with me, and like those of you who made it to the end, thank you for hanging in there. And yeah, I'm gonna start doing these, and I don't know how like frequent they'll be, but I'm gonna give it a go and see like if you guys like watching my videos, and if so, then I think it's great that we can all share like our wealth of sticker knowledge and crafting and like our creativity. So thank you so much.